first graders. So I just want to make a quick video for our phonics sound this week. There's not a lot of songs and things out there that are already made, so I'm going to make one for you. So this week we are talking about the corn card. We have OAR, OR, and ORE. All of those different letter chunks say OR. So some examples are acorn, form, glory, core, story, north, and then there it can also be at the end. So you have store, your, more, for, things like that. So the OR sound in corn is an R controlled sound. So that's what we've been working on since we haven't been in school. So pretend like your mouth's round and you can fit a single piece of corn in your mouth. So or there's a little tiny piece of corn in your mouth. This helps you remember that the letters OR, OR, OAR, and ORE all say or. So I'm going to put some words on my whiteboard here and we're going to sound them out together. So, and this will also be on the website that I send out. So if you want to just follow along with those, we're going to do a couple of words from there. So the first word, let's sound it out. T, or, n. What's that say all together? Torn. Remember, we're sounding out and blending. Let's do another one. So remember, OR has those three spellings, OR, ORE, and OAR. So we have B, or, D, board. Good. Sound it out with me if you can. Now this one's going to have a digraph in it. Let's see if we can remember what this digraph is. P, or, ch, chicken, chicken, ch, ch, ch. So, or, ch, porch. Now, a fun way to remember corn is you can say corn, corn, or. Now, you know, when you eat a piece of corn on the cob, you go like this and you eat like this. So you go corn, corn, or. That's a fun way you can remember it. So let's do another one. Let's see. So this one has another digraph in it. See if we can remember this one. Or, thumb. Remember that. Or, good. Let's see. Let me see if I can trick you. So let's try this one. Remember, if you get stuck, check your B hand. B, or. Now I'm not going to say B, or-e, because O-R-E together says or. You can also think of this as being your bossy E, remember? Okay, let's see another one. This one will have another digraph in it, one we've already talked about. Or, sure. Now I'm not going to say ch or re. That's silly. That's not a word. But if I try it again, ch or, chore. Is that a word? Chore? Yeah, I think it is. Let's look at another one. We're only going to do a few more of these so you can practice. Or. OAR says or. Corn, or. Let's say we'll do three more. Or, soar. Nice job. This is a word that we see a lot and we can use in our writing, so it's important to know how this one's spelled. Or, more. O-R-E says or. Remember, corn, or. Let's see, let's do one more. Ooh, I bet you this will be tricky. So short word, OAR. What does OAR say? It says or. So what is that word? Oar, like you rowing a boat with an oar. Awesome. So those are some words for you to practice sounding out. I hope you did it with me. And really quickly, I want to also, since I'm here recording a video, let's talk about abbreviations, because that's going to be coming up this week. So abbreviations is a short way of writing a word, and most of them have a period at the end. So you see a lot of abbreviations when you're talking about teachers' names, so like Mr., Mrs., things like that. And then when you're talking about streets and months and years, well, not really years, months and days of the week. So if I were to say Mrs. McCulley is my teacher, I would write it out like this, Mrs. McCulley. Now, Mrs. is not spelled out how it sounds. MRS, period, is Mrs. Same thing for Mr. So, like for PE, you have Mr. Kissling. So, if I were to write Mr. Kissling, I'm not going to sound out the word Mr. I'm going to use an abbreviation or a short way. Mr. MR, period. So, and then the last one is Miss. So, like Miss MacGuffin. So let me see. Let me write it first. So Miss MacGuffin, MS period, Miss MacGuffin. So there's a difference between Mrs. and Miss, right? So Mrs. is when there's a lady who's married. So Mrs. McCulley is married. And then there's a Miss when the lady is not married. So Miss MacGuffin is not married. And then there's another one, like Miss Hudson, like me, where you're not married and you're younger than a certain age. I think it's 27, 25, something like that. But it'd be like this, MISS, and there's no period, but that's the different abbreviations, Mrs., Mr., Miss, and Miss. And really quickly, I want to talk about how you would abbreviate the days of the week and the months of the year. So if I have the month that we're in is, let's think, what month are we in? Oh, we're in April. And you might be watching this on Monday. So this is how you write those words the long way, April and Monday. Now, if I wanted to do an abbreviation or a short way of writing this, for April, I would just do APR period, April. And for Monday, I would just do MON period, Monday. Same goes for all of your days of the week. And I will send out a video that goes into that a little bit more. It's a fun song that just shows you all the abbreviations for that. The last thing that I want to talk about is your sight words. So you have began, BEGAN, began. Better, BETTER, better. Guess, GUESS, guess. Learn, LEARN, learn. Write, RIGHT. Now this right is like the direction or the hand. So like your right hand or you're turning right. Remember when you're writing, that's WRITE. We already learned that this year. Your last sight word of the week is sure. Now this is not spelled like it sounds. SURE, sure. So these are your sight words for the week. Make sure you practice them. You need to know how to spell them before you get to second grade. So practice spelling those. And you remember you can use your funny voices. You can spell like a fireman, spell like a nurse, whatever you want to pretend you're spelling like. So I I have one last thing, and that's vocabulary. And vocabulary this week, we have idea and unusual. I'm going to write it so you can see what they look like. Idea and unusual. So the word idea is a picture or a thought that you get in your mind. So you can say, it's not a good idea to go swimming on a hot day. But really, it would be a good idea, right? Because it's hot, you want to cool off. So another word that we're doing is unusual. So you can say, I have an unusual story to tell you. Unusual means if something is not common. So if something is happening that's not normal, it's unusual. So if something crazy happens that doesn't normally happen, it's unusual. So our vocabulary this week is idea and unusual. If you want to practice using those in your writing, that's great. Or when you're speaking, unusual and idea are good words to put in there as well. So I will include this lesson in our weekly learning space. I hope that it helps learning some of these sounds. And if you like this kind of video, then I'll do some more for the last few weeks of school. I miss you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you again soon. Bye.